Hello, how are you? This is the weekend zodiac. Oh no, not the weekend. It's for the new week ahead. Sorry, I just done the weekend ones, didn't I? Oh dear, I'm a donut. Yeah. So this is for next week, right? So it's for the beginning of the week, Monday through to Friday, and we're just going to see what kind of is going to be happening, okay, in the coming week. I am going to use the Romance Angels because I think it's a really cute deck. I love this one. I've actually noticed, this might interest you, I've actually noticed that I've not been resonating with the Twin Flame deck, and I've put it on eBay to sell it because I just basically don't resonate with it anymore, and I think that just says it all really about Twin Flame sort of thing, doesn't it? Because if you're just not resonating with a lot of the Twin Flame energy, it's just a sign that you're just really over that phase. Because the Twin Flame, it's just a phase of the awakening process, isn't it? It's when you're first waking up to all your shadows and you don't want to see your shadows. But then once you sort of accept them more, your Twin Flame sort of naturally drifts away. And if you're finding that hard, you know, you can always book in for a session with me. Yeah, you can book in for a tarot session. You can book in for an astrology, like your birth chart session. Even if you've got your birth chart done, I do look at them a little bit differently because it's how spirits showed me to do it, and you'll come away with a lot more clarity. I don't change anything about the birth chart, but I'm looking at specific areas that will help you really awaken to the next level. And obviously I do the tarot readings, and you know, if you did want a session on your Twin Flame, how to get over your Twin Flame or anything like that, you can always book in for a session with me on that as well. So I'm using the Unicorn deck for what our spirit guides, it's like a message, you know, how are our spirit guides helping us at the moment. So, you know, that is with the Unicorn deck, and we're just going to go into all the messages really. So thank you for subscribing, and thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. If you hit that thumbs up, it really massively helps the video get out across YouTube, so that it gets seen by more people basically, which helps a small channel like this. And we are soul family on this channel. We're all going through very similar situations in our awakening journey, to do with shadow work, stopping our addictions, our obsessions, working through the Twin Flame and soulmate type of and karmic relationships, you know, and basically reconnecting back with our true selves, connecting deeper with spirit to a deeper level of consciousness. And we're all, you know, most of us have got very similar karmic patterns as well, even quite similar birth charts I've found. So that really confirmed for me that we are really soul family on this channel. So if you do resonate with the channel, that's probably why you're probably soul family. And you know, if you know your birth chart, you can obviously watch quite a few of the messages for the different zodiacs. Okay, so we're going to Taurus first. Okay, free yourself. It is time to take back control of your life. Wow, Taurus, you're taking the bull by the horns, which is, you know, you basically. So there's obviously something going on here in the coming week for Taurus, whereby you're just standing in your power. You're getting it together. You're being practical. You're being proactive. You're feeling motivated. Things are productive. Things are moving forward, you know. You're not being controlled anymore. Yeah, so you've dealt with a lot of conflict lately. So this will have been external conflicts that you will have been dealing with. So there may be a conflict in your life or a situation in your life that's not yet been resolved. But it was something that, it's something that if it's not even yet resolved, it will be resolved, because the Five of Wands is always something that gets resolved. So you're going to resolve this conflict, but it was just a reflection as well of the conflict you've had with inside yourself. You know, and until you get more clarity and more connection with yourself, it's hard for external conflicts to really be resolved, because it's all energetic, isn't it? you know, and you know all that, but that's my job to remind you, because I know what it's like when I'm in the middle of my own problems. I don't necessarily notice the mirrors that's being reflected back to me, because it's all unconscious, isn't it? That's why it's all coming out into the light. So Taurus, external conflicts or things in your external reality not yet being resolved, but they will be resolved, because you're finding your strength. You know, you're coming into your grace, your power. You're coming into basically a much better vibration. You're coming into your truth. You know now what your truth is, what your authenticity is at this point in time. Don't forget, our truth is always changing. But because you now know your truth, your alignment, you're flowing much better. The energy of source is flowing through you much, much better now. So this situation that's been conflicting should start to get resolved now, next coming week. Now, your person has got the Emperor and the Three of Wands. So somebody, there's two messages here possible, right? You've got the Emperor, which could be an organisation or an authority that you're dealing with, or a workplace, yeah? And, you know, it may feel quite overbearing in your life. However, although there may be delays at this current time, it looks like things will end up working out well, because Three of Wands means that progress will begin to happen. Very positive progress. There looks like there's a very good outcome coming for you, and you may find someone that can help you along that process. The alternate message, if you don't resonate with an authority, organisation or workplace that is sort of being controlling or dominating your life, there could be a person equally who's sort of been in control and being quite very rational, quite cold almost. And again, although there's it's sort of like on the cusp, there's sort of delays, but it looks like it's going to start progressing really soon, with a positive outcome as well. Okay, so somebody's wishing they could take back their words. So somebody said something or did something and they are seriously regretting it. Oh, let's have a look. Your spirit guides are saying, look, relax. This is really good, isn't it? Because you're obviously dealing with a lot of conflicts, both inside yourself and externally. But you are going to be doing so much better with that now. And it's going to feel like things are starting to progress for you. And your spirit guides are just telling you to relax. Everything's going to be okay. You're on the right track now. You're in the right alignment now. Don't worry, it's all going to be fine. So there you go, Taurus. Nice. Nice to know, isn't it, from Spirit, that we're on the right track there. Okay, Virgo. Virgo. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing or spiritual path. Okay. So it could, your religious beliefs or spiritual beliefs could actually be either helping you at this current time, or you know, it could be helping you. Your values, your beliefs could be helping you in terms of now a relationship progressing, or hindering it. Like somebody's religious or spiritual beliefs could be hindering you. Let's have a look. Right, there has been delays. You were probably stuck for a while, but it feels like at the moment for Virgo, things are starting to move forward for us, okay? So I've got Virgo in my chart as well. So things, now there is somebody helping you. This could be someone in spirit or someone in the earth plane who's helping you now at this current time to suddenly shift this situation forward. And you, the amazing thing that you're doing, Virgo, is you're being much more honest with yourself, because you've got 7 of Swords in reversed. And that's a very good thing. You are not trying to control things anymore. You're not trying to manipulate things anymore. You're not even trying to aim for things that maybe previously you were. you realise it wasn't either the right way to go about things, or it was basically like, well, it just wasn't the right way to do things because you weren't being honest with yourself. But now you are. You're going to be honest with yourself, and that is giving you a lot more clarity. It's going to give you a lot more clarity on your life generally. So your person, 6 of Cups, they think about you. 3 of Cups. Okay, so your person could be in quite a jolly mood the next week, quite a happy mood. They could be celebrating something. They could be more light-hearted, more upbeat. They could be really happy. There's somebody here, and it doesn't have to be a lover. This could be anyone that you're coming into contact with in your life, but it really feels like they really like you. This person could have memories with you, or they just experience a very fun, loving, light-hearted feeling when they're around you. And it feels like they're going to be very happy about whatever sort of interaction they have with you. They look very happy about it. Now, this person could be very social or well-connected, and that could be good. But it could also be bad, depending on the situation. It might not be the most helpful thing. But there again, this person does obviously genuinely like you. And what's going on here is my life is not together as it seems. So there's somebody here who likes you, who will be wanting to spend time with you. But they may have distractions in their life. Their life may not be as together as it seems. Okay? So they do need you, whoever this person is. Okay, this person does need you, but they may not give that impression, or they may be a quite distracted type of person. Okay, so let's see what your spirit guides are helping you with. Teamwork. Work with others to make this situation come about. Well, it does feel that way actually with these cards. Spirit is sort of saying to you, don't see other people in this situation as a hindrance, okay? Because 3 of Cups is a happy card. It's not a bad card, it's a happy card. It's a card of healing and celebration. You're being much more honest with yourself. You're not playing any sort of act anymore. You're just being completely real with who you are, which is fantastic. Things are going to be going much better because of that. That will improve the situation massively. And here, 3 of Wands is a card of collaboration, of working together, of receiving help from somebody, of something that's starting to progress. And what Spirit is saying is you're in a really good position now to just be yourself, and actually that will be enough. Okay, and see the situation as working with others, you know, because actually if you take that approach, I feel Spirit is saying you'll be more successful. Okay, so that was Virgo. So we're going to Capricorn. Let's have a bit of my orange squash. I got a new cup. I've got a Barbie. I know some of you might cringe at that. I don't know. I mean, it's very popular because I'm quite gothic, really. And it's actually the Barbie stuff has been very popular with the gothics, which is quite interesting. Because I've quite liked it. I wouldn't say I loved the film. But anyway, I won't go on about Barbie. Right, Capricorn, sorry. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith is going to bring you romance. It's not just going to bring you romance, it's going to bring you friends. It's going to bring you friendship, companionship. Okay? So there's something going on here with Capricorn's vibration at the moment. The next week it is going to really ramp up and improve. Okay. You either had a plan that wasn't really going to work, or you were just not really being completely honest with yourself about certain things. And what you're doing now is really thinking about everything that's happened and thinking about yourself and actually really starting to connect properly to yourself. It's like, you know, I'll give you an example. Like when I was in pain, I had so much pain body coming up from where I'd split up from my husband, and I was probably dealing with other issues, of which I have many. you know, I had so much pain body coming up on a regular basis. It was like it numbs you because the pain is so bad, you sort of have to detach. And the trouble with that is it's very unconscious how it happens, but it's just self-preservation, which is fine at the time, but you end up disconnecting from yourself in the process. Do you see what I mean? So it's sort of counterproductive because, and so it's only over time, that's why they say time is a healer, as the pain starts to lessen because you've purged more and more of it out and come to terms with things, you know, you can relax a bit, and that's when you start to really connect with yourself again, and you realise sometimes, oh, certain things I've been doing haven't been very kind to myself, or I've been really disconnected from people, and you didn't even sort of realise how disconnected you were at the time. So I just think, Capricorns, you're going to be having loads of breakthroughs the next week, and it's going to be really, really positive because it's going to mean you're getting to know yourself better, and once you know yourself better, you really are going to attract the right partner or the right life opportunity that you're looking for. So that's the process Capricorn's going through right now. And, you know, there is an addiction here with the Devil card. There is a situation you've been trapped in or stuck in, but it is temporary. The Devil never has permanence. It's always a temporary energy. And it's made you feel stuck, but it's helped you to face your own demons, if you like, your own shadows, and you're sorting it all out now. You're really starting to tell some home truths to yourself and really be able to connect and feel yourself better. And so it's a new beginning for you, basically. You're going to be manifesting new relationships or new opportunities with the Fool card. So this is going to be well worth it, Capricorn. I know it's been a very difficult time, but you know, I've got Capricorn in my chart as well, and this is now a time where Capricorn will start to reconnect, and it's going to be really lovely. Somebody does have emotion about you. I don't react when people mention your name. They've got sort of loyalty to you, and they've also got feelings as well. So they try not to make any fuss about you, either because they support you and they're very bonded to you, or they don't want to talk about you behind your back, or because they do actually have feelings for you, but they're really, you know, they're really not wanting other people to know that for some reason. But in any case, you're moving from the Devil energy to the Fool. This is a new beginning for Capricorn in terms of connections. Love heals fear. The power of your love can help bullies and angry people to be less afraid. Yeah, so Capricorn, you are a wonderfully strong energy in ways, in so many variety of ways that, and I would say as well, Capricorn's very strong and protective in ways that people don't necessarily always expect. And your spirit guides are saying that as you're now connecting to yourself more, it's like, wow, you know, your energy's ramping up. You're gonna be helping so many people the coming weeks and months. So let's go into, but the most important thing, help yourself first. That's what we've got to do, because that's what we're all here to do. You can't share the energy of source with everyone else till you've got the energy of source. And that's why people say, oh, I'm an empath, I'm drained all the time. Yeah, because you're giving, but you're giving from ego. You're not channeling it through source, you see. Right, let's go into Aquarius. I'll shut up now. Aquarius. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Okay, so keep an open mind. Try not to shut down emotionally on a situation in your life or a person, because this situation or person may end up being completely perfect for you, but your initial reaction might be like karmic, almost like an urge to push it away or shut it down or see it as wrong. But actually, Spirit is trying to say to you, in the long run, you could end up seeing this as the perfect situation. So not everything is as it seems this week for Aquarius. You've got the 9 of Cups, which means that you've recently found some happiness and some joy in your life, in yourself. And this is a card of the self. It's like learning to feel resourceful, and in a way you've had a bit of, you know, there's a bit of luck here. You're in a good position. you know, and you're learning to be more like looking after yourself as well. Rather than giving your energy out to everyone else, you've been learning to caretake of yourself, and that's been brilliant. And you've got the Two of Cups, so this is a sign really that Aquarius, you're making some important connections right now in your head and your heart to do with your beliefs, your values, how you want to live your life, and that is rippling out and it's creating something to manifest. And so what I'm being shown is something is manifesting for Aquarius at this current time. It could be a new friendship, a new job, a new hobby, you know, a new lover, or, you know, a current situation that you've been in that's been very stuck and difficult, suddenly getting easier. Yeah, there is good news and there is transformation. There's a person or a situation that you've been really wanting to explore, and this person or situation is very, I don't know, there's something about it that is quite, it could either be quite young, quite immature, or it could be just very much like adventure loving, like wanting to experience depth, spirituality, sexuality. And then there's a transformation happening, Death card. So there is definitely something here to do with something coming back together or something being transformed here for you. And it's probably what you least expected to happen. And somebody's saying here, I knew exactly what I was doing. Somebody in the equation, probably this person, because a Page of Cups is quite an intuitive individual, has underneath it all the time known. There's a situation or a person who cares about you, has a bond with you. This is meant for you, and it's about to go through a transformation. You know, this is going to be reconnecting with something that you love or someone that you love. Ooh. So your spirit guides are saying you will know in the morning. When you wake up, you will have a better idea about what to do. Relax until then. So there could be something about the mornings in the next week that Spirit is trying to show you. You know, and then obviously there's realizations coming for you. But all I can say is you're hitting on the money this week. You're realizing something is much better than you thought. You're realizing that something that you would not have thought would be for you is actually perfect. So that's amazing, isn't it? Right, let's go into Gemini. Ooh. Okay, you've got children. Your love life is being affected by children. So now it could be real children or it could be your own inner child. And let's face it, most of us, especially in this soul family on this channel, we do have inner child issues to do with love and pain body around the love we receive from our caregivers as children. You know, so a lot of us in this soul family do have karmic patterns that seem to crop up around relationships and love. So that's kind of one issue, but it could be to do with someone having actual children, and that has sort of hindered things. Now there is this one here, give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. So there could be a relationship in your life that is going to sort of improve now. And equally, if you're not in a relationship, you know, this is, you know, maybe something that is manifesting for you now because you're working through and resolving a lot of your childhood issues. Yeah, not easy to do, I know, but we're here to do this work, aren't we? So realising I'm not needy, you know, I am empowered, I do know myself, I am true to myself, you know, that is going to cultivate the more better relationship you have with yourself, you're going to have relationships out there, you know, and that's how Eckhart Tolle describes it. You know, relationships get added on once you've got the relationship to yourself. So there's something here that's going on that's very healing for Gemini. And if there is children involved, real children, you know, that relationship can still be worth a chance. Don't let a situation to do with children block it. I think this spirit is saying something can be figured out. Now, Gemini, you've got here a great opportunity that you can take action on, and it's down to you. If you want to take action on this opportunity, it's come directly from Spirit, because the Ace of Wands means Spirit has handed you an opportunity. Now that could be so many different things. It doesn't have to be clear cut, just like, oh, here's a job or here's a boyfriend. You know, it's like any type of opportunity, like even a spiritual awakening is a sort of like an opportunity from Spirit. Do you sink or do you swim? You know, do you evolve or do you get stuck and regress? If you do get stuck and regress, it's fine. I've been doing that for 4 years. You know, but Spirit's trying to say, look, we've given you an opportunity. Do you want to take it? And it might be hard. You might have to put a lot of action into it and a lot of work into it and face some of your demons. But look at this, 4 of Pentacles. You are careful enough. You're stable enough to be careful with your energy as you take on this new opportunity or this new beginning, right? You're careful and stable enough to take this on and make it happen. You've got the Page of Pentacles, you've got the Judgment card. There's somebody here that can get very distracted sometimes. They might have quite a young energy. Now, this person, it could be a child. They're going to be making a good decision. It doesn't have to be a child, though. It could just be somebody that gets super excited and obsessive. They're that kind of person. And sometimes they're too busy. They spread themselves too thin. Look at that. They're going to be making a good decision. And it actually looks like this person's entering a much happier chapter. They're just entering a better chapter now, and they're making some much better decisions. I know I was a distraction from your pain. Okay, so this could be anyone in your life. Okay. Let's go and look into what your spirit guides are helping you with. Practice. The best way to be good at a skill is to practice, practice, practice until you get it right. Okay, so it's cool. Basically, there's no pressure, Gemini. I've got Gemini in my chart as well. There's no pressure for us to get things perfect straight away. But there is something here that requires effort. And Spirit is really encouraging us to just keep making the effort, keep doing what we're doing. This is worth it. And, you know, you could end up with the relationship of your dreams at the end of it, or some other kind of opportunity at the end of it that could be very abundant for you, perhaps something to do with money. And they're just saying, just hang in there. Spirit is with you, helping you more than you realise, okay, to make a situation work, to make something work better, you know. Right, let's go into Libra. I was going to say Leo then. That was funny. Oh dear. Oh, you've got to give your relationship a chance. Okay, Libra. Well, there you go. Could be the relationship with yourself. Do you need to give your relationship with yourself another chance? Is there more things inside yourself you haven't admitted yet or faced? You know, it's like when you really start connecting with yourself because you're not so depressed anymore and you're not in so much pain, you can start noticing about, well, what things do I really like? What sort of people do I really like? How do I really like spending my time? What's important to me? You know, it's quite an amazing journey, isn't it? Like, that's how you give your own relationship with yourself a chance. And therefore, you could be manifesting a relationship that starts to improve. Because your relationship with yourself is starting to improve. A relationship with someone else is starting to improve. There has been conflict. Oh, and you know, you're still a bit confused here. There has been conflict, but Spirit's reminding you, try not to get too confused about whatever this situation is. There is definitely something you feel conflicted about. Try not to get too confused and drawn into it. Just remember, okay, he's holding the world in his hand. This is not so much about the situation that you need to analyse. It's about you. Once you've got clarity with yourself and your truth and how you really feel and what's really important to you and what you really like, you'll get clarity. You know, it will start to manifest in the right way, shall we say. Okay, so there's been somebody that's gone through a breakup, or they've been pushing love away because they've got the 10 of Cups reversed. They've not been in the mood for celebrating. This person could have had depression, something like that. They're going through a whole review. 2 of Pentacles, that is. They are reviewing things at this current time. They are weighing things up. They're trying to get a better balance. They are feeling healthier at this time. They're just torn at times about how they proceed. You know, and that could be what's confusing you. But don't focus so much on this person or situation. There's definitely a situation here that has been bad, quite honestly. And it's kind of got the potential now to improve. And so don't let it rock you. Spirit is willing you to stay centered. Spirit is guiding you to stay centered and to remind yourself just to keep being truthful with yourself and follow your truth. And if you do that, you'll be guided in the correct alignment. I feel like I'm being bossy today. I left you because before you could leave me. That could be somebody from the past. Okay. And they could be weighing it up now. Or it could be someone different weighing things up. But there's definitely somebody weighing things up. Oh, that's interesting. Your spirit guides are saying forgive. It is time to let go of anger or blame. So they don't want you to stay stuck in the past with this situation. They're saying give things a chance. Give yourself a chance. Give this situation a chance. Because it's now at a point where if you forgive the past for how things were, you know, we can do that just by saying, like, a lot of it's down to us paying off karma. It's not personal. These situations just happen because it's how God helps us learn. You know, it's not meant to hurt us. It's just meant to help us learn to be more productive, more resilient, you know, to be more positive. And so Spirit is wanting you to let go and see something with fresh eyes now. It's either a person or a situation. See it with fresh eyes, because now it can improve. Okay, so we go into Leo. Leo. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. And I want to say in your life generally. I just feel like it is such a divine time for Leo. I just feel the Leos in this soul family at this current time finally embracing who they really are. I've got Leo in my chart and it's like, you know, we are just rising now. We are just being so much more truthful with what's important to us, and there's something turning around for Leo at the moment for the positive. You've done a lot of thinking. You've done a lot of thinking over this, and perhaps too much, you know, but now is a time of the 2 of Cups. Yay. See, you're that's what I'm saying. Leo's coming together. You're getting it together. And the fact you're getting it together now, it's like everything that you were trying to figure out, all of a sudden, it's like, you know, instead of jigsaw coming together gradually, it's like almost as if the jigsaw comes together all at the same time. And you think, Jesus, how was I struggling for so long? And now all of a sudden, everything improves. It's amazing. So you could be revisiting a person or a place, or, you know, an idea. There's somebody connected to you that is tricky. Okay, they are tricky, I'm not going to lie. They've got the 4 of Wands. They have recently got themselves into a more stable position. They may have got a new home, or they may just have been celebrating because they have felt a bit more grounded and solid again. But then it's like they're having a wobble, okay? They've got the 5 of Pentacles. And then they suddenly feel abandoned and rejected, or they're frightened of money problems, or there's somebody here that's having a wobble in the coming week. And I think Spirit is just testing them. This person can deal with the situations they're facing. Somebody's saying I am not available. So it could be somebody's having a wobble the next week. And don't forget, it doesn't have to be a lover. This could be somebody else in your life having a wobble. But Spirit is sort of talking about reunion with this card, because that is the reunion card. So you've made so many, you know, everything's really starting to move forward for you. I just feel like you can handle anything. I honestly feel like you can handle anything. So even if somebody is having a wobble the next week, I really don't think you're going to find it difficult to cope with. Try something new. You'll only know if you can do something if you try. So there's something definitely new on the horizon for Leo. And like I said, I feel like it's really coming together for Leo and the soul family. You know, I just don't think there's any holding Leo back now. You're actually coming into your alignment. Okay, so we'll go into Aries. Ooh. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you romantically attractive. Okay, so you are attracting people at the moment, the next week. You know, and you've really risen. I feel like Aries is you've really come into your confidence, but not in an egotistical way. It's just, I feel Aries in this soul family. I've got Aries in my chart. It's like we finally know who we are. You're respecting yourself. You're making better choices. You're not so addictive to different situations anymore. You can pull back. You can pull back and do things your way, and you own it. Something did cause you stress, a lot of stress and anxiety. Okay, 10 of Swords. But look at this, 5 of Wands. There's either a competition of people vying for your attention, which I think there is, but I think as well, there is a conflict for you about a situation because you know you have to put yourself first. So it might still be raising some conflict in you, but I feel you're moving further along the journey where it's not affecting you as much. It may have seriously affected you previously, but I don't feel you're being so affected by a certain situation that causes you to feel very conflicted. I feel like it's, all right, it's annoying. You'd like this situation to be more straightforward or just resolved, but you can kind of just handle it better. So it's okay. There is somebody here. Oh my God, look at that. There is somebody here, or maybe it's a group of people, because we've got the 5 of Wands again. There could be different people vying for your attention, but there also could be somebody who has felt rejected and abandoned in the past, either by you or other people, and they get very conflicted about you. All right. So there could be people fighting over you. I just want to say there could be people fighting over you for any type of reason. Like they want you, they need you, they're fighting over you. Or there could be sort of a conflict here arising, but it's something that can be definitely dealt with. And I feel like Aries will deal with it very well. I think your person or the group of people do have abandonment and rejection issues, and that's why they get so conflicted. You know, which is a bit annoying, to say the least. But again, I don't think you've 100% made your mind up about how things go forward, but at the same time, I don't think you're as affected by this situation. I feel like you just, because 5 of Wands is, it's more of an irritated feeling than devastated, if you know what I mean. So I feel like you're getting a much better grip on this than you used to. Somebody is saying you were the best thing in my life. So there's definitely somebody thinking about you and having regrets. Your spirit guides are saying you're worth waiting for. Your patience will be rewarded. And I think that's the thing, Aries. I think the advice from spirit here is, for Aries in this soul family, is at this current time, stand your ground. Your self-respect makes you more attractive and more lovable, which is weird, isn't it? But it does. And so yeah, you know, Aries, you're going to be standing your ground. You may be irritated but you're just going to deal with it, and you're going to move through things in a very wise way. You're going to be very wise, very patient, unflappable, and a situation will calm down. It just will calm down because you are taking the higher road and you are being the more conscious person. It's amazing. So let's go into Sagittarius. Have a bit of my drink. Sagittarius. Okay, engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Well, who'd have thought, eh? Look at that. All right, your love life is going up a level. So if you're not currently in a relationship, your next partner is just going to be way more, just way more better, basically, than what you had before. And if you are in a situation, it's going to be improving. Okay, it's definitely going to be improving. There's a bond here that is very close. All right, and it may not have had the best start, but it's there, okay, nonetheless. And you've got here the Six of Pentacles. You have found a better balance within yourself recently, with the Six of Pentacles. You've got your life into a better balance. Your scales of karma are balancing out. So you're kind of basically receiving more. You are receiving more. Now, there's the Knight of Wands. You could be the unpredictable factor in a situation. So people better get ready, because you could be a bit unpredictable. Because, you know, you're feeling more empowered. So you're just doing the things that you think need to be done in your way. You're worried less about certain situations, and you're just doing what suits you, which is fantastic, you know. So you're not so affected by other people, and you're attractive, by the way. I want to add that in. Now, your person or group of people have the Seven of Cups to the Six of Wands. There is somebody here that has been having crazy mind attacks, because I'm sorry, but the Seven of Cups represents crazy mind attacks. It's like when somebody is just obsessively thinking about something, or they're just like, their head is all over the shop. They're going to have success, and you're going to notice how well this person is doing. There's going to be a massive breakthrough here, and it's great. And I think it's coming because you are now standing in your power much better than you used to. So you might sometimes feel a bit undecided about this situation, but I would say, Spirit is saying, hang in there. There's somebody saying, I want to be more than friends. So that's nice confirmation. Let's have a look at what your spirit guides are saying. Finish what you've started. What did I just say? Your spirit guides are telling you to hang in there, Sag. Finish what you've started. You've started something, so it's important now to complete it. Okay. You're going to have good outcomes here, definitely. And something is improving. A situation or a person that was previously all over the place is starting to improve. Okay. So let's go into Scorpio. Oh, Scorpio, you've got the engagement card as well. Sagittarius just had the engagement card. I'll pick you another one. Worth waiting for. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Okay. And worth waiting for, divine timing is at play in your love life. So Scorpio, there's quite unusual changes occurring. Quite unusual situations occurring here. Beneath the depths. You have been conflicted or pulled in different directions. You may have been undecided what to do, or confused about something, you know, or you could have had a lot of competition. there could have just been a lot of people involved as well. But you've got the magic touch the next coming week. Look at that, the magician. You're coming into a much better vibrational energy, Scorpio. Your energy is picking up. You're feeling happier the next week. And so you're getting into alignment with Source and becoming the magician in the tarot, which sits very high up the tree of life, kind of pretty much at the top. And you're ready to receive from Spirit, you know, and manifest something here that's much, you're going to have the magic touch to do it, really, with whatever you feel drawn to. Whatever you feel is your alignment, you're going to start seeing an outcome that's much better, where previously it may have been very confusing or conflicting. So something improving for you all of a sudden. Your person doing a lot of healing, and wow, they've got the Temperance card to the Four of Cups reversed. So they're doing a lot of healing, getting into a much better energy after a lot of depression. Four of Cups, it's in reversed. So things picking up. This person's been very stagnant, but they're healing it all now. Let's see what your person's saying. So many things remind me of you. So there's somebody, oh gosh, at the bottom of the deck. I don't normally look at the bottom of the deck. Just being near you is intoxicating. There's a person or an opportunity that is absolutely made for you, Scorpio, and where it's been difficult and blocked and confusing, and it's all about to happen. It's all about to manifest. It's okay to be different. You don't need to be like everyone else. You are perfect just as you are. Okay? Why does Spirit want to say that to you? To keep your vibration high at this time. The higher your vibration, the more you are manifesting. And you are manifesting very effectively at the moment. And it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth all the effort. It's going to be worth the time that you've waited. Okay? And you're manifesting love as well. So we'll go into Pisces. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps that you are guided to take, Pisces. How cute. I love that card. Okay, so it's something in your life at the moment is worth the effort. Maybe it's something to do with love, or maybe it's something to do with another area in your life, but it's worth the effort. You've got the Knight of Cups. You've been a lot kinder to yourself lately. A lot kinder, more softer, more spiritual, more loving, you know, and you've even got the Temperance energy. So there's great healing going on the next week for Pisces. You will be healing on levels you didn't expect. And it's also drawing you into the vibration of love, okay? Balance and love and spiritual connection getting stronger. So there could be a reunion or an apology with somebody, or it could be like you're having a reunion and an apology with yourself, because you are definitely being kinder to yourself now. Someone you're connected to is going for a spiritual awakening. They're having a hell of a lot of progress at this time. And the next week, they're really going to be thinking about that a lot and reviewing it. And really, this person's becoming more wise in the actions they take. It's quite amazing, actually. So you could be seeing somebody really raise their level of frequency and become more... This person's becoming more wise. That's all I can say. More mature, more... evolved. Oh yeah, look, somebody says it's time for me to heal now. So there you go. You're healing, this person's healing. It's worth all the effort. It's amazing, isn't it? Something's coming to a balance and a state of peace for Pisces. How lovely. And Spirit says curiosity. I love this card. Absolutely love the energy in this card. Curiosity. Start a project related to something that you are curious about. Okay. So Spirit is helping you to be very curious, to be very creative, to be very, maybe even investigative, you know. They're supporting you to explore. They're supporting you to explore. And it's worth the effort. And that could be to do with a relationship or something else in your life. So amazing. Let's have a look at Cancer. Cancer for the next week. Unrequited love. There is not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Oh my goodness. Well, let's hope that's not all Cancers in this soul family. Now, I do always say this card, if you've been watching the other readings in this video, it doesn't have to be about love. There could be a situation in your life, Cancer, that is now, you're just realising that this is not going anywhere. It could be a friendship, it could be a work situation, it could be a hobby, or it could be love. But there is definitely the realisation that you basically can't, you're not going to be taking a situation forward. So don't panic about the unrequited love. I should have said that straight away. But yeah, there's a situation that you're not going to take forward. It just doesn't feel you anymore. Now, there's great progress here with the Three of Pentacles. So this is you collaborating and working as a team. So there is teamwork and there is progress. So there's obviously a particular situation that you are deciding not to move forward with, whatever that may be. But there's also progress. There's been a lot of progress, and I feel like the progress has probably been within you. I feel like with Cancer in the soul family, it's like we can't turn back the clock. We're not who we were a year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. You know, we have done such an accelerated journey. And it's different now. And I feel like you're at this point of a new beginning where it's like working together and things now happening in a different way with a different group of people, perhaps, or I don't know. You have got the Nine of Wands here, which suggests that you do need to persevere. There may be different wounds that come up at you in time, you know, at certain times, sorry, I had to come out wrong. At certain times, there may be wounds that come up in you, or you might start to feel a bit defensive or stubborn. Work with it. Spirit is saying work with it. Just persevere, because no matter what blocks you're coming up against, if you persevere, you're going to get a good outcome. Okay, so it's very interesting. We'll bring the reading together, because that is, I want to really go into what is Spirit talking to me about. So your person, oh wow, there is progress here. I really hope not all the Cancers switched off as soon as I got that unrequited love card, because even I hadn't seen that card in ages, so it just threw me right off. I thought, oh no, what is Spirit saying? But look at this, progress. Isn't that interesting? You've both got progress. There's massive progress here for Cancers in this soul family, yeah. And it's the same on both sides. This is equal. Something is coming to equality. There's a situation or a person that is exactly right for you now, and you can now progress things. And this person basically went through betrayal or an ending, and they went through a terrible time, but it's in reverse. So things now healing for them, and they're kind of over it. They're over a bad time. Spirit's just telling you to persevere. So there's obviously a situation that you're awakening to now with this card here, saying that there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship or situation going. Okay, what is it? I mean, only you can tune in to know, because it's going to be different for all of us. it could even be a habit, an addiction, something changing. You realising and being more truthful with yourself about something and saying, you know, if I'm being honest with myself, I don't like doing that anymore, you know? Somebody here saying they knew exactly what they were doing, and a very strange thing has just happened. Very odd. This card has just appeared. This Three of Swords just literally appeared out of nowhere next to the Three of Pentacles. Okay, because I said to you the Three of Pentacles had come out and it's showing progress with you and a situation, right? I've just dropped a card. Sorry, I have to pick it up. I dropped. So there's definitely progress for you, Cancer, with a person or a situation in your life the next week. That situation is really shifting forward finally. It may have been stuck or very, very difficult for you. And now this situation starts moving forward much, much better. And this card, Three of Swords, must have been sitting underneath. It was in reversed. This is confirmation. Spirit's confirming, because I couldn't even see this card and then it was just sitting there. Like Spirit had literally just placed it in front of me. This means somebody's healing after heartbreak. Someone's been heartbroken or suffered loss in the past. Or they've had a lot of pain body, depression, I don't know. But there is something clearing here massively. Somebody is over a very difficult period of time, or if it's a situation in your life that's just been, your love life is really stuck or your work life was really stuck, it's confirmation, it's finally, boom, 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 everything's starting to progress for Cancer. I actually feel like it's just the external reality for Cancerians in this soul family, that we've had a period of loss and grief. We've had a period of things being very stuck, but now this is, our lives are starting to be in a new chapter and our lives are starting to move forward. And all we've got to do is just keep persevering at this time, because it's still early days. So, you know, if you feel sometimes a bit worried or a bit tired, just remind yourself it's early days. Spirit is reminding me, if I just persevere, keep going as I am, things are starting to come good, okay? And oh my God, your spirit guides are saying love. The answer that you are seeking is love. So Spirit is helping you tune into the frequency of love and manifest love in your life at this current time. So it's an amazing time for Cancerians in this soul family. It really is. You know, this is a time of everything progressing. And letting go whatever you don't resonate with anymore. It's kind of just the way it is now. So I'm sending you lots of love and peace. If you want to book in for a tarot, you can. If you want to book in for a birth chart reading, you can. If you want to book in just for a session on your twin flame, soulmate situation, or any situation, you can. And thanks for liking the video. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up. Thanks for subscribing. I'm sending you so much love for your week ahead. Peace.